The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
And I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way.
Hey, Nick, go handle our light work.
Bowl games matter.
I would like a cold cut sandwich.
Atta boy,
You can call him Eamon Owens because he ain't got no D and he ain't got no J.
James Madison.
Turn your body cams off. Do what you do.
Hey, everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how you feeling, man?
Woo! I'm on fire. I'm ready to go. Whew. A little dicey there, but we made it. We made it. Baseball practice is unforgiving, so slid into home just under the tag, though.
Baseball practice for Scott had him rolling in literally 2 minutes ago. A sick wife over here in the Burlon house had me rolling in 3 minutes ago. We avoided the scariest situation, though, because when I got down here, the music was playing, the sign was up, Mookie was ready to go, and he was going to take the reins. Mookie, good work, man. I'm proud of you.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to Craft Brewed Sports. I'm Mike here, and here with me always is Scott. Scott, how you doing?
Pretty good, Mookie. Right? How you doing?
Pretty good. I was like, I prepped that. All right, let's talk about these beers we're drinking tonight, Scott.
Now hold on a second. There's now you're messing up because there's no way we get to the beers we're drinking that fast. Come on.
Oh no, I'm just saying I had the two prompts.
You just the line.
I had to hit right, and I'm like, because if I can hit those two, even if it's just me talking to myself and like pretending to be different characters, I can buy myself 5 minutes and we'll be okay.
I like this idea.
I did, sir. I wrote this down verbatim over in a blank Google Doc. So yeah.
I like this idea of doing a show where we all kind of switch characters for the night, like Mookie.
I call being Mike. Now, which one of you is going to call being me? Be careful.
Oh, but that's got it. Well, so how does this work? 'Cause I would have to be you, Scott, because otherwise, if Mike is you, then I'm just myself again.
Well.
Yeah, it worked out. Scott calling me made it so that Mookie had to be Scott. Dodged the bullet on that one. This is Craft Brewed Sports. We got a good show tonight. My team's owner actually spent money over the weekend.
A lot of money. My God,
crazy. So we got to talk about this Chase and Higgins deal. I want to talk about ballpark foods because opening day is here. Scott, the real opening day. Oh God.
Gabe chiming in with what I was concerned about. No blackface smoke.
Look, you don't have to worry about that from me specifically because I know what NBC did to that episode of The Office. Okay, like cut it out, canceled. We don't do that. It's that easy.
Didn't they take down episodes of It's Always Sunny too, where they were in blackface? Like all of those Correct. Have been taken down too.
Yeah.
That's why we watch it on the sailing seas where nothing's altered. I don't watch things. I mean, like all the streaming services, they've changed like a lot of that stuff. Like copywritten songs, like the license will expire on them, so they have to pull them, and it changes stuff. Like nah. So if it's a show that I grew up loving, we don't go the streaming route. We bust out those DVDs, baby.
Which is still a reliable way to get it. Like, honestly, like if you can buy the DVD, it's like, all right, at least it's 1080p. Because on some of the streaming services, they don't even carry it in that whatever. It's not worth their storage space. They're like, no, you get the 420. Like, you get the original.
We know how this show feels about non-1080p content.
Yeah, got to be 1080p
or otherwise.
Yeah, hey, we know 1080p or nothing.
Guys, we're in a beef, by the way. We'll talk about that. We officially have a show beef because Dakich or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, the dude who got booted off of ESPN because he's a loudmouth.
Yeah, we got beef. because your boy's a thief, and we gotta talk about that later on too. Basketball, Xavier, Sarah chiming in. Xavier got in. We got in despite the jinxing from this group. Look, I didn't think that was going to happen, but there is some fallout from that. There's some lawmakers that are threatening to sue the NCAA. There's a conspiracy theory around it. I just love March Madness. We'll talk about that too. Tons to get to before we do. Let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. As always, we're rating them on Caesar scale, dog or no dog. Did you forget something there, Mook? Was that
no? It's tons to get to tonight, but first, let's talk about these beers. Okay, all right. Okay. Got it.
Make sure Chat GP's got that ready to go next time.
Right, exactly.
We can actually have Mike on the show. We just run it through, and it'll mimic his voice with his sayings. Like nobody won't even know that Mike's not here. We'll be fine.
But
barely an inconvenience.
Could it do Lou?
I don't know.
That could be hard.
I was going to say that's where
GPT can do Lou Hoax's voice. There's absolutely no way.
Well, no, and I don't want.
No,
I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
I don't want that. I want it Mike doing.
Exactly. I want ChatGPT doing Mike doing Lou Holtz. There's a difference there.
Yeah, there is a difference. There's layers to this.
Also back up. Pause. It's like you want ChatGPT doing what now to Mike? Pegging him?
ChatGPT to do Mike to do Lou Holtz. He wants it. It's a devil's three-way, Scott.
Lou seems like a power bomb.
Solid Sunny reference. I mean,
I'm drinking Urban Artifacts Chime. They're vanilla orange American fruit tart. Yep, it's a repeat like your favorite sitcom in the 90s. Didn't have a new one. I went to the fridge and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to buy beer. And I thought I didn't have anything. And as I was shuffling around all the jars of pickles and condiments, I'm like, why is this beer in the back of the fridge? This is an accident. One solo Urban Artifact Chime. But it was a dog before, and it's still a dog. And to supplement it, I am drinking the last Labatt Blue from the fantasy baseball draft that went on this weekend, and also to support our brethren up in Canada. We love you. It's not all of us, I promise. We're getting that cut back up to you.
They know it's not all of us. They know.
I know, but I just want to reinforce that it's not all of us.
Good. All right. By the way, Matt Barr is saying force ChatGPT to listen to multiple episodes and then write a script. So we should have a ChatGPT scripted show after it has to listen to a couple episodes.
I
feel like ChatGPT needs to be careful too, doing me. Yeah. I got my eye on you, ChatGPT. You got to listen to enough episodes. Don't go blackface with it either.
You know how ChatGPT always gets like something weird, like something's slightly off. Like it wouldn't throw a race card. It would throw like a brace card or something. Like there'd be something weird that we're like, what the hell is ChatGPT talking about here? What do you got in your mug tonight, dog or no?
I kind of like that idea though, seeing what kind of cards it would create and throw. No, I'm excited about today because the can outer in this one is solid. It's called Night Light from Night Shift Brewery. It's only 4.3%, but damn, this thing is crisp and crushable, just like the can says. Absolute dog. I hate to associate it with this, but it tastes like a Bud Light, but with flavor. So, I mean, you can imagine how good that would go down. Glad I got two of these. And one other point of note here, this was canned in, February of 2023 and still good.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm beginning to find it's really just the hazy IPA that struggled to do well.
Not gonna lie, Mookie had me in the first half.
Yeah.
By the way, Mookie, Sarah wanted to know what were you gonna say everyone was drinking if you were by yourself and opening.
Oh, and I had to make it up for them.
Yeah. What was everybody gonna be drinking?
Well, I have the Night Light here, and I have two Miller Lights. So two of you be drinking Miller Light, and I'd be drinking Night Light. There you go.
You'd be like, Scott, you're drinking Hennessy again, I see. All right, moving on.
Nah, I mean, you're more of a hypnotic kind of guy. Scott, come on. Don't do me like that.
Yeah, no, my broke ass can't afford Hennessy. Hypnotic, no doubt.
I wonder.
With the kid over your shoulder, Scott.
We're family friendly here, you know.
Okay, can you stop leaning on me though? You're like, thank you. Love you too. Can you close the door? Thank you. It's the best.
Because there's so many times I'm like, I love you, buddy, but just stop touching me right now. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like, but it's like putting his full weight. It's like, when I want to hug you, you're like, okay, like barely into it. Now I'm like, okay, I need you to go away, and you're like,
Why do they always lean on you like that too when like you're not braced for it and you're like, oh fuck, man, come on, get out of the way, stop it. They always just lean as soon as I'm like in a position where I'm not ready to stabilize myself. They lean up on me and I'm just like, son of a God, when did you grow? All right, Sarah, by the way, Scott said when you're out of beer like that, that's when you drink wine. That's the time to go get wine. Or liquor is the other option. I think Scott's frozen. I don't think he can hear.
Yeah, we're losing him earlier.
There he is.
Motherfucker! I was gonna say get the picture of me ready. There we go. I saw the spinning wheel of death.
Professional show. Almost 9 years. Almost 9 years we've been doing this, boys. Sometimes
kids and internet problems. Kids and internet problems.
I mean, what's more American than that, though, right? Like, what else is there to worry about this day and age other than kids and internet problems? That's what it boils down to.
Gabe said, noted. Don't have kids.
I mean,
You just got to do it right, Gabe. And Sarah put it down free on paper. Scott, fuck them kids, but I love you, but you're killing my vibe. Get off me. I had that last bit just for good measure.
Just for facts.
I'm not seeing too much in the comments of what you guys are drinking, so chime in and let us know. I saw that Gabe is drinking Miller. It's Miller time, Miller Lite, always a dog. I went with Sea Striker. It's a shark playing soccer on the can. That's pretty awesome.
That's some dope can art.
Pipeworks Brewing. It's a hazy India pale ale. Bunch of different hops in here. I picked this one because it was the lowest ABV in the fridge, and I have to keep my wits about me tonight. So it's only 7.2% as opposed to the 11 and 12%er that are sitting in my fridge right now. Really want those 11 and 12%ers, but I got to be a little bit responsible. So 7.2. It's a dog. It's super hazy. It's delicious. Really, really good beer. Let us know in the comment section what you guys are drinking tonight, whether or not it is a dog. I guess we could go ahead and start this show off with a little football talk. Before we talk T. Higgins and Chase signing their deals and the reactions to that, Mookie, how'd you feel about your buddy back with the Niners? We spent 11 minutes on an episode recently. Kyle leaving the Niners, and you were very shook up about the Niners parting ways with the fullback, and he's back.
Disappointing.
2 weeks
I'm
later,
glad.
he's back.
Yeah, I'm glad they did right by him. I'm sure Scott would agree they did right by their offensive system. Like it's just the smart play. You know, you always hate to see the guy have to get cut to get his job back. When couldn't you just renegotiate a contract, save everyone all this pain and heartache? But I'm just
pain and heartache.
I'm glad they stepped up and did the right thing.
Juszczyk is back, Mookie, without Googling. Close your eyes real quick. Close your eyes. Those eyes are still open. Close your eyes. You're on camera. You can't just say,
okay.
uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Spell Juszczyk.
Juszczyk. I'm gonna stop there. That's
Incorrect.
it. I'm done.
Incorrect. And you've been
How many of the right letters did I get?
You had a fair amount of the right letters.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
JUSZCZYK. I figured you, out of everybody on the show, would have been able to nail that spelling.
Nah, look, man, just because I'm from Eastern Europe, descent doesn't mean I understand why we name ourselves the way we do. Like, there's no logic to it. It's not like,
to be fair, anybody outside of that family isn't spelling that correctly. Let's just be honest.
They're lucky to get it right on his jersey every week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, outside of immediate family, there's no way. I mean, if you marry into that family, it's like changing it's like forgetting to change the year for like 4 years. Like you're always putting the wrong year. Like, damn it. I'm like, damn it. I still can't spell my own last name. Like, ugh. This is
that where you
awkward.
Guys, if you're
go
a
with the X.
female, if you're a female and you fall in love with a Juszczyk, could that be a deal breaker? Are you like, you know
Could
what?
be.
If we do get married, I think I'm just gonna keep mine. I don't think I'm gonna change. I think I'm just gonna keep this one, and then maybe I'll add yours as the middle name or something like that. Because I don't know if I could go through life correcting people on how to spell that name if I didn't have to grow up already doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that seems like a lot of stress. And again, I mean, like it's gonna take some getting used to. There's a learning curve on spelling that last name, no matter how much you love that person. That's not an easy one to grasp right away.
hats off to Kyle's wife. She's the real one there. She really loves that man to be like, you know what? I will take on correcting people on their pronunciation and spelling of my last name for the rest of my life. I will do that for you because I love you that much. Good for her. I'm proud of her.
Also, you're gonna sign that $8 million contract they put in front of you, right? Cool.
Oh,
She's
all right.
counting
So
every dollar like, this is why I did it. This is why I did it. This is why I did it.
Or now I was wondering though, or unless she also has a very hard to spell, confusing last name where it's just a lateral move. I don't know if that's actually true, but her last name, her maiden name was Arceri, Arceri. So, you know, it's not like she was Smith and became Juszczyk either.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, her last name's not exactly easy. She probably did a fair bit of correction. She's probably like, "Yeah, well, I've been doing this. It just a same game, new name."
It's not Juszczyk though. That's a dramatic shift in your correction because
True.
a Carey, a Kari, people are going to be close. They're going to be in the ballpark. People get scared as soon as they see that last name.
It is intimidating.
They're like, wait a second, you mean to tell me there are two Z's in this last name? Nope, I'm not even calling that. Probably don't get a lot of robocalls for that reason.
There's two, and like if you depending on how you say it, you can't hear any of them. Like that's the funniest part. It's like they're like silent Z's. Why are they there?
There's two of them.
Last name kicks ass in Scrabble.
Like who? Okay, you know when last names became a thing, who settled on this one? I mean, I gotta know who the first Juszczyk was. Who was like, this is the definitive spelling. We're going with this one. Now I am going to pass this on down this is my legacy. This last name will be spread across the backs of things someday. I promise you that.
Guys, I got a bit of a hot take here. Juszczyk's ancestors probably illegal. Because most other immigrants that came to the country through Ellis Island, if they showed up and they were like, the last name's Juszczyk, that would have been spelled like Yoosche, motherfucker. And that's what you're stuck with the rest of your time in America. You ain't getting two Z's in your last name at Ellis Island, all right? That's not happening. They snuck in here. And I could tell just by the spelling of that last name. Get past Ellis Island with two Z's, fellas.
This is a solid theory.
I don't think this doesn't even deserve the conspiracy theory vibes either. These are just facts.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That shit in the history book.
Gabe said, "Where's ice?" Gabe, we gotta somebody put Gabe over the chick calling the police on the flag. Put Gabe's face on that chick.
Yeah, where's Tyson when you actually need him?
Oh my God, that's so good. Where's ice?
Matt Bart also pointing out not only is it two silent Z's, but there's a C smash in there. Reason I'm telling you, not an Ellis
Seriously,
Island.
it is insane, man.
Here's the kicker, because I looked it up because I was like, yeah. So where did this come from? What meaning does this have? And just
is what it looks like. Like if you just pronounce it out, it's
just
right.
Wait, hold on. We got to get this up here so we can actually see what we're talking about. Juszczyk, right?
It's like while we're getting in this and you know it's getting real close to just being this is what I want to hit the winner of the spelling bee. All right, now you got past all those words, but there's one final test that you must pass in order to become the supreme spelling bee champion. And I want to watch as they fumble around. Can country of origin? Can you use it as a sentence? And then they still fuck it up. Oh man. Yikes, dude.
Oh shit. All right, so there we go. There's your Juszczyk minute of the week. Longer than a minute. I'm on board with this theory. I don't know football on that one, but that was pretty solid. All right, Mike Brown actually opened up the checkbook, fellas. He signed Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to 4-year deals. It was like 165 million and 114 million, something crazy like that. Jamar Chase is for like the 15th time this offseason. We have a new highest paid non-quarterback player in NFL history. Like, we just keep waiting it out, and then somebody will take that title, the next free agent that gets signed. But T. Higgins also got the bag. Everybody has been wanting Mike Brown to do this. I should say all Bengals fans wanted Mike Brown to do this. Sign T, sign Jamar, pay T. That's what the rallying cry throughout the season has been every time one of them made a touchdown catch. And then immediately after signing it, people were like, why did he sign him for all that money? What the hell, man? What between Burrow and these three, the three of them take up almost all the cap. What are we doing? We can't get a defense now. How can we afford Trey? And like the spinning on a dime of just like, pay these guys, and then, oh fuck, you actually paid him. Shit, son of a bitch. Now what are we gonna do? It is amazing the backtracking that Bengals fans have done, and just the reaction nationwide has just been wow. The meme that I saw was, this is how an 8-year-old builds a team in Madden, is signing to this contract. Scott, what was your reaction to the Chase and Higgins deals that came through?
I saw it and I thought, wow, they did that, huh? So like, what now, right? Like, neither of them play defense, and you already had them. Now you're paying them immeasurably more, huh? Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this one plays out. Is basically what I was saying. But I do like the about face, because Mike is absolutely right. Tons of people immediately like, whoa! I didn't actually think it was going to happen. Like, what are we doing? And I mean, it was straight up. Dog caught the car. Just had no fucking clue what was going to happen next. Just, all right, well, I got it now. I don't think I actually want this. This probably wasn't smart. I mean, I don't know what the plan is from here. Good luck.
In Al Golden we trust is the plan. It's like, wow, he's going to develop some young talent on defense to get us over.
Well,
Mookie,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Did you guys hear this morning? They were talking that I don't know how they pulled this off. The Bengals may have lucked into this because Trey hasn't found any suitors, and at this point, no one's going to pay him and trade the Bengals to get him. So they're going to end up with him back anyways. So yeah, like, might not be a bad move, because you would essentially have 2 drafts before you're on a Treyless defense to build up and find some new young guns.
I do think, I mean, let's face it, Trey's under contract. They told him he can, explore a trade, but they didn't say they were going to trade him. So he's back at least for next year. Like, you could say, yeah, go ahead, explore a trade. We're going to keep you though. Like, we got you on contract. I guess he can hold out. He can sit. He can take the year off and not get paid. Fine. That's something that could happen. I doubt he would do that, especially coming up on a contract year.
Right. Yeah.
He'll probably just sit out training camp, and that'll be
exactly, and then be back. And this team, like, as terrible as the defense was, and that defense was god awful. It was very, very bad. 7 of the 8 losses were by 1 score. Like, that's insane to me that the defense, for as bad as it was, they were in every single game, basically, except for the Eagles game. That was the only game that they got blown out and really didn't have a chance in that one. But every other game, it was within a score. So,
Eagles do.
What's that?
Didn't something just happen with Philly? Didn't
Philly's lost like everybody on defense.
There's some big news. Oh, that's right. They won the Super Bowl. Right. Okay. Yeah. So they lost to the Super Bowl champs. Tough. There you go.
I'm not sure what point you were trying to make there, and the delivery was interesting as well. But go on.
You mispronounced on brand, but okay, Scott. Look, I honestly think a lot of it. Al Golden is going to make a difference with that defense because even like you said, Mike, as not terrible as they ended up showing up in the results, man, the way they got there sometimes was questionable. And I think you come in someone with an actual scheme, someone who hasn't been doing the same thing for what Lou Anaromo was there for like 17, 19 years, something like that. Sometimes you just need a new defense with a new attitude, and Al Golden's proven. So this just might work out for the Bengals. You have a focused and you've got T. Higgins, Chase, and Joe. They don't need to think about anything contract-wise for at least 3 years. So all they got to do is show up and win football games. Like, that's got to mean a lot. It's got to count for something.
Beyond that, for the last year, your franchise quarterback, the guy that you are building this all around, has been out in public every chance he can get saying, I want these guys. I want you to sign it. I want these guys. I have full confidence that these guys are going to be here with me. Like, keeping Joe Burrow happy is probably worth the fictional cap space hell that they're going to be in, because the Chiefs have proven the cap is a myth. Like, this isn't all real. This is all funny money. Joe Burrow can restructure his contract. The cap goes up every year. Like, this extended the window, I think. I was saying before, the window's done, it's shut, it's closed, because I didn't think they would be able to re-sign these guys. They're re-signing them. So I think it extends the window a little bit for them as the cap grows, and see what Joe does with his contract. Overall, Scott, you're like rolling your eyes over there.
No, I'm trying to think of this just outside the box, because I thought of two things while you were kind of like breaking it down, and I'm like, well, it is interesting that you said, okay, making Joe happy. That is important and worth the price of admission. I agree. And if you're the Brown family, it's a good scapegoat now, because we paid you guys. We paid you fucking guys. Now, whose fault is it if they don't win? And nobody gonna blame the fucking defense. No, anybody got the easy beating. The post is the Brown family, but you're gonna get a good amount of people that start to turn a little bit if they don't win a little bit more after he got his guys. So that's one thing. So. Well played, Brown family. Well played. I see you if that was part of the calculation. Well done.
Is it really that bad?
What? No, I don't. I mean, they might have looked into it.
Mike Brown's that smart that he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I got a plan on this one, Katie. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to spend millions so that it doesn't look like it's my fault. He ain't that smart. But you're right. He probably lucked into that. That's absolutely.
I just don't see how this is going to work out. I mean, the Patriots prove that in order to have a consistently winning team and one that gets to the top every time, you have to have a very balanced team with a bunch of guys that are not paid at the highest level at their positions, like at all. I don't know how this is going to work out. I guess it'll just be fun to see, though. It'll be fun to watch every week.
They still have $26.8 million in cap space for this year. Yeah, you're right. It's a little unbalanced that they're only paying the defense $97 million and the offense is now $163 million in terms of cost. But like there's room there to still make some moves. Like, what else were they trying to do this offseason that they wouldn't be able to afford with that number?
You got to put a lot of faith in the Bengals finding valuable defensive guys on the cheap.
Oh, that's what. That's your rookies you haven't drafted yet. I forgot it. That's
right. If that's your argument, that it's like, well, they can get developed guys. It's like, yeah, that's true. But then again,
they could.
You have to trust a franchise that historically has not been able to correctly draft the right guys, let alone then turn around and develop them. So, like I said, good luck. Like, but Joe got what he wanted. So, go win, motherfucker.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance that they just keep doing like what they've been doing. Like, I mean, I think that this will be good enough. And I also suggest that T find a way to play a few more games and be less hurt. But that would be swell. But I mean, assuming that things progress like they have been, and they keep all getting better together, the three of them should be enough to propel the team to the playoffs. It's just once you get there, that's where it becomes a problem, because you need a defense, and you can't just win in the playoffs and win the Super Bowl without a defense. It's just not possible.
That's where the Bengals Super Bowl run has totally skewed everything for, I think, the ownership and the coaching staff and the fans alike, because that defense wasn't that great in the Super Bowl run. It was good. That defense was definitely good, but it wasn't great. And there were a lot of times that defense let them down that year. So I think they got in their heads, we just need to get to the playoffs, and then Joe will do it. And that was their plan all along, was like, get to the playoffs, be good enough to get to the playoffs, and then let Joe do it. And that's what that's the basket that the eggs are in now, in the let Joe do it basket. In the dear God, it's all on you, bro, because we got nothing else anywhere. So here's your two weapons. Good luck. And they're expecting Joe to just go out there, strap the team on his back, and lead him to a Super Bowl.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
Bar wanting to know why Luke was shirtless behind you, Scott.
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out myself. I'm like, just come on in. Oh, door's still open too. That's fucking cool.
Okay, well that makes me feel better, because I saw that comment. I was like, I didn't see a shirtless Luke, but maybe I just missed it. Also, the salary cap numbers I quoted, you might be wrong, because they don't have any extension on there yet for T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. So they might not have 26 point whatever $1 million left at all.
The salary cap.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
The salary cap is a myth. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's all good. I'm not worried about it. They'll get some guys in there. And then I'll be pissed off next year, yelling at the defense. Wondering why the hell, when T. Higgins is hurt for like the 5th week in a row, I'll be wondering why he's getting all this money while our cornerbacks are getting burned every freaking play. And I'll just be like, can we make T play corner? Can we do that? Can we flip him? Can he be?
Get out there and be a Travis Hunter. Be a two-way player. You're getting paid all that money. Get out there and play both ways.
Oh man!
Oh, that'd be great.
I am looking forward to them drafting an offensive lineman that gets hurt and then never plays again. So that'll be fun. That'll be the first round pick this year. Is just an O lineman that never plays. By the way, going back a little bit here, Scott said a little behind, but I feel seen on the Juszczyk name talk, and that was literally his wife declining his name.
Oh my god!
Sorry, man.
Love hurts.
Scott's family also illegals.
His name also in the Hall of Fame of good luck at the spelling bee, kids. Like, yikes!
That one was not passed through.
I mean, that is a landmine of a spelling. Like, there's no way.
2 Z's, 3 S's, a W and a Y. Solid.
Not in that order.
Not in that order. Just generally somewhere in
that was the name. So random, Luke. Guys, I want to give you guys an update on a previous story. We talked a while ago about some former Last Chance U players suing Netflix because Netflix made them look bad. We called it because Coach JB has filed a $30 million lawsuit.
Oh, mama.
And he said that during the course of filming, Netflix, quote, portrayed him in a false and offensive light through selective editing and misrepresentation.
Except for the part where everybody's seen that dude outside of Netflix, and he's the exact same fucking dude. In fact, he might be worse. So that's not going to hold up in court.
I just want Netflix's lawyers to show up and be like, Your Honor, exhibit
Here's
A.
thousands of hours of unedited footage of this dude being a douchebag.
Coach JB podcast, which we have no affiliation with, and it's just him in a hot tub smoking a cigar with women, like calling hard F's. And then he's like, and then they're like, and also exhibit B after Last Chance U. This is Coach JB telling a German kicker that he is his new Hitler. The defense rests, Your Honor. Like that. You're not winning this one. It's not like Netflix portrayed you and all of a sudden it's like, man, I can't get a job anymore. It's
Right.
stuff as why you can't get a job anymore. That's probably the reason why. Can't really put that one on Netflix.
Yeah, they didn't do creative editing. That's just you, bro. In fact, they probably made you look better through editing.
I was
again, the unedited footage. It's like they wouldn't even like I know it's funny for the joke to like put those things, but Netflix would really just be like, all right, here's the unedited footage of everything. You tell us how bad we made him look. Just look at it and tell us we made him look bad.
Well, no, see now, Scott, I appreciate that thought, but that's not what they're going to do, because if you enter into court record, it's now in the public domain. So what they're going to do is they're going to fight this the way they have to fight it. They're going to countersue him for defaming Netflix's brand, and then after they get it all done and they've really broken him as a human, that's when they release, what is it, Last Chance U seasons 1 and 2, the uncut version. And they bring it all back around, where they give you the what is it, the super fan episodes, whatever, they lengthen a little bit more, and they give you that real behind the scenes look, and then we're all gonna be sucked right back in.
I can't lie, I'd be back in.
That'd be sweet, right?
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm down. If they re-release Last Chance U with extended cut episodes, I'm watching all of them.
Netflix is serving a crash worse than in the boxing match.
Dude, I don't shit on Netflix servers, because the UFC is apparently upset with ESPN and their servers and their streaming and are looking at Netflix. So the UFC may be finding a new home on Netflix in the near future.
That's fine. I don't care. I don't watch that shit anymore anyways. The pay-per-views, they're always so overhyped and they cost a crap load, and 1 out of every 2 is worth it. So I don't bother following anymore until John Jones steps in the octagon again. Pass.
Hard pass.
All
right, one more football story for you guys. EA Sports has announced their payment for EA Sports College Football 26, and they're upping the price a little bit, boys. Last year it was $600 and a copy of the game, which we felt was criminally low, despite the fact that all of us would have jumped at it immediately if we had the chance. Now the payment is $1,500 per player. Mookie, you said when I brought this up before the show, sounds like the pre-orders are doing well. Sounds like College Football 25 did pretty well, if you ask me, based on that.
I mean, I think we've known that, though. That's not really a surprise. Like, you got to figure it was gonna do well no matter what because of the hiatus. And I'll say this, man, the online community is alive and well for College Football 25. The shit I see on there, I mean, it's fascinating. I don't get this deep in there, but there are dynasties and stuff where they have restrictions where it's like, look, you can't recruit anyone that doesn't weigh over 300 pounds, or you have to play as a service academy and you can't recruit anyone with facial hair. Like, people are stretching this game to its limits. But what I will say, I'm really excited for, and at first I was a little like, not that excited and not that overwhelmed with the release. But dude, did you see what people are teasing as the big reveal of the season's game?
No, what's that?
Mascot mode. Mascot mode is coming.
Bringing it back.
That's the rumors, because they're like, oh, they've got the mascots in the promo clips. They got the mascots in the early posters and stuff. Rumor on the street is they're bringing back mascot mode in College Football 26.
I'm down for this. That's the one thing I was missing was mascot mode. Also, learning how to play the game. I was missing that in mascot mode.
A key component.
It's one of the only games that my kids can beat me at, and I hate it. So I'm like,
ooh, dude.
Mookie,
bro.
I was legit having practices. I was like, I can't talk right now, babe. I have to go down and practice. And I was running the practice games to try to get better at the game, and I can't freaking do it. I can't learn this game at all. I hate it.
Accept the cheese and lean into it, man. Learn the little, like, power-ups or whatever it is that the players have, like the archetypes, like get off or all those other things.
Whoa. Why was it the first one you get into? Like, whoa, settle down, Loki.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, I like a little fun. You know, I got needs. Okay,
Clearly.
What's the issue here?
Hey, babe, I got the get off badge.
That's right. I got platinum get off. That's right. I'm gonna just take this.
Fair too. Oh, platinum get off.
Give it to you, but you can't give that to yourself. That's
Sure I can. Scott was falling over. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, absent anybody doing it, like it was earned one way or the other. I can't be mad. Platinum get off.
Get off.
Oh shit.
But yeah, screw that game until they can teach me how to okay, mascot mode, great. Bring back one button mode where it's just like for the little kids to play, where it's just one button and that's all you need. Give me that mode, not this new wave passing and where I'm just constantly underthrowing everybody and having the ball picked off 9 times in a game. Give me like one button.
See, and that's what I mean, man. All right, you got to get on the subreddit. Okay, like a friend to another friend. That's really where you do your research on the toilet at work. Like, dig in there. There's a lot of different strategies, the different tendencies and techniques you can pick up in the subreddit. That I think that's what you need. Is you need targeted exploits to the cheese that exists in the game, because you can smell it. I feel like you can see it. You just haven't found your way through the maze yet.
So what you're telling me is I need to do homework in order to get better at this game? Because
I mean, whenever you're browsing social media, take 2 minutes out.
You're complicating this. It's as simple as 2 letters. GG.
To your kid, though, if he's getting beat by his kids, you're just gonna hit him with the GG. I don't know about.
Oh no. In fact, even more so. You're getting beat by your kids. Get good. Son, get
good game.
Oh no, not good game. Get good. GUD. Come on, man. You cannot be losing your goddamn kids. I don't care. Dude, what?
I don't lose to him. I've never lost to him because I've always been like, my controller isn't working. We got to reset this game. Hang on.
You hit him with the, oh my Lord. That's priceless.
Why isn't this thing? I'm pressing the button. It's not pressing. Reset this. I got to get the other controller hooked up. Reset this game. We'll run this.
It's like I just told my 7-year-old nephew this weekend that the start button and the pause button are the same button. Like, they're 2 different names for the same button, but it's the same button. It's right there, buddy. He's looking for it. It's like, I don't know how to start this game. I don't know where the start button is. I was like, it's this one. He goes, no, that's the pause button. I was like, well, it's both. So Mike, A is snap and throw to receiver. So like,
I want A snaps it. I want A throws to receiver. I want A to pitch when I'm running an option. I want A to just like do everything for A tackles, A spin moves. A just knows what I want the player to do and does that thing. All right.
What you want is NFL blitz.
Sure. I just want a game that I don't.
I mean, to be fair, if they bring back blitz, I'm fucking in. Like, don't you? No, let's not poo-poo
blitz. Like, that's how they should do it. Mascot mode plays like NFL blitz, but with all the mascots.
I'd be down for that. I'd be really down for that. All right.
Maybe like tweet this out and make it happen.
Just get good, man.
I don't have time to get good, man. I'm not.
I don't find it.
I can't. Well, like I said, what am I going to take a test? I already tried practicing. It doesn't work. You're talking about practice for college football 25? Come on. That game's dead to me. Sweet and EA FC 25, though. Let's talk about
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Scott, the season is officially underway. The Major League season is underway. The Japan.
Boo. Boo.
Wow.
No. I'm going to weigh in on this one because I got to be honest. I think the Tokyo series is dumb. It is stupid. They start so early. They have like 3 games and then there's like another week and a half and then they pick it back up. Like, why? What are you gaining? Why not just have the Tokyo series right at the start of the season and give those teams a break or something? I don't know. There's got to be a better way than this. Boo.
Hi, I'm Capitalism. Have you met me? I mean, that's all this boils down to. We want to
damn it, who's just going to tell us the secret
money,
of
money.
capitalism?
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like
It's
I don't like it, but I mean, this is no joke. It's like, but where are you gonna go? Like, I mean, like this is it. Like I have to deal with these 3 games or whatever it is. It's like, okay, they're kind of fudged, and then you just kind of put it out of your mind. And the season starts next week, and you forget they ever happened. Like the stats count like real games, but I don't know. Mentally, I just don't treat them. Chris and I were talking about it last night on Backwards K, and it's like, you know what? As long as my team ain't playing in it, it's whatever. Like that's what it boils down to. Like, yeah, you know, all the bitching and moaning isn't going to change the fact that they're going to keep on doing it. And so, you know, it used to be like a once every blue moon thing or once every 4 years, and it's like it looks like it's just yearly now. So, yeah, you know, it's here to stay, and it is what it is. You just kind of gotta roll with it, I guess.
Sorry. We got to go. We've already had two big exchange misses in the chats here, and we got to just reset. I'm sorry, Scott, but first, Matt Burr going. Oh, nope, wrong one.
Nailed it.
Mid-season form.
Matt asking, how do you say Scott's name? And Sarah hitting us with the Skahat, like nailing the phonetic pronunciation of Scott. And then down below that, Sarah going. After someone said Kenny Frease says hi, Gabe saying that, Sarah goes, Kenny has brick for hands. So Ed responds, so does Yancey Gates. I shook his hands and he crushed mine. And Sarah goes, oh, I meant that I was consistently pissed off his inability to catch the damn ball.
For real, though.
Like,
every Xavier fan knows that Kenny had them stone hands. Oof, God.
All right. And so now, just like
Kenny
the Tokyo series, we'll get
coach. Kenny dunk ball.
No, Kenny get blocked. Kenny get blocked. Like,
Kenny tried to put other players standing. Kenny Way.
Perfect.
Kenny bad.
Perfect pass to the post. Just a fucking dime. Fumbled it every time. Every time I had to pick up his goddamn dribble. Like, you motherfucker. Offense just died.
Kenny no like dribble. Kenny want ball. No dribble.
Yeah, it's like, and then they'd be like, okay, Kenny, here's that. Duh. Right off your hands, Ken. Right off your hands.
Try dribble that time.
Too hot for Kenny to handle.
How many people get a Kenny Frease reference that are like outside of Cincinnati? None, right?
Yeah, absolutely none.
Why didn't I call the troops off of him yesterday? His mentions were lit. Well, that's what happens, man. Sorry. When and they make the tournament. Sorry, not sorry. We'll talk basketball here in a second. So Japan series.
So yeah, just like baseball started with a little baseball and then took a long break. We're gonna get back to baseball here. We just pulled our
do we
want
to address the fact that Sarah had Kenny had a thing Kenny had a thing for her back in the day, a 2-foot height difference, but she followed that up with he was so soft. So soft.
Pause.
Oh.
Sounds like the only thing that was stone on Kenny was his hands.
This never happened to Kenny before. Kenny just really tired.
Oh my God, dude. Awesome. Just awesome.
All right, fellas. We talked a lot about minor league team rebrands. We have not talked about major league ballpark foods yet this year, and it's that time of the year when
they're wacky.
They bring out their ridiculous.
Control,
as minor leagues are like, you know what we're gonna do? New logo. We're gonna make you buy a new hat. We're gonna make you buy a new jersey, and it's gonna be fun, and everybody's gonna laugh. Major league is like, you know what? I know what you want, fatty. Here's what you want. A new menu item that everybody drew. So I want to go through a couple of these that I found that I thought was fairly interesting. Let's pull this up, Joe, if you can get the slides pulled up. This is the first one. The Pirates and the Giants both have this one. It's just a baseball bat full of popcorn. Little weak, right? Like this one doesn't feel like anything too exciting.
Actually, who's gonna have this?
It's the Pirates and the Giants.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
This isn't a new menu item. This is just popcorn in a different container.
But it's in a bat.
So this shouldn't boo this.
Why are we giving San Francisco fans a weapon? Why? Have we learned nothing? Like, aren't people already getting stabbed outside that ballpark?
That's actually a great point. That's a very solid point.
Like, honestly, like, goddamn. You know what? No, whatever. Natural selection, fuck it.
I don't hate it. Like that's a lot of popcorn. How much is it? That's my big question. Because then it's like, all right, popcorn and a souvenir. It's like the hot or the ice cream with the helmet. Like you could get a whole set going now. Ice cream with the helmet, and then you get popcorn with the bat. And next thing you know, it's like a glove filled with nachos, and everybody's happy. You get a whole uniform throughout the game.
It's like the show chat earlier when you guys were talking about how little you spend on your kids' baseball bats. You get popcorn, you get a souvenir bat, and hey, look, Junior has something now to take to Little League. Perfect.
I would love to see some kid just going out playing with this bat filled with the popcorn. All right, so that's the
Sarah said unlimited refills, which I think that's a good detail, because if you get one refill, I think that really changes the math here a lot, right?
How much are you?
It does not, considering that even if you get that thing refilled twice, you probably are getting what amounts to $1.25 worth of popcorn, and they sold that bitch to you for $22 whatever. Like, come on, man.
$5.
Yeah, like I mean, it's like it is not a good deal. Like that's why they offer it. They're like the most people are gonna fill this like once. Like, there's not many people that are going to go through that twice. And even if they do, again, popcorn and the bulk that they buy it in is so cheap that it does not matter. This is horrible. This is just the same old stadium ballpark food that you can get just in a different vessel. Boo! You don't advertise this as a new thing. This is a novelty.
Matt Barr is correct, though. Popcorn is a wildly underrated ballpark.
I would agree.
I would say popcorn and peanuts are the two snacks that you go with. Besides, like, if you're not, I'm not talking like food, right? Not like hot dog,
right? Just like a little something to munch on.
Yeah, a little something.
I need.
Thank you.
As long as it doesn't taste like pennies. What?
Deep cut.
What are your guys' peanut orders at the ballpark? Like, how are you eating your peanuts, or I guess, are you eating peanuts at all?
I absolutely am eating peanuts at the ballpark. What? Like, it's like required.
Are you going shelled? Are you going unshelled? Salted?
Yes, shelled. It has to be shelled, salted. What are we talking about?
Okay. So then, and are you?
I want a big pile of shells all over my waist and around my ankles when I go to stand up after eating them.
So then, are you going to shuck them first, or are you popping that whole nut in your mouth?
Pause.
Yeah, definitely pause. I actually mix. I mean, like, because I will throw a few just in my mouth and, kind of gently, without it, because that way you can keep you can get enough of the salt off of like one or whatever, and
off
then
the show. Yeah.
But I mean, you got to do that because otherwise you're missing all the salt.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I like to suck on them a little bit first to make sure I get all the salt off. Yeah, pause. And then I like to strategically try to, take one nice soft but solid crunch and snap it in half.
Do you cradle your peanuts before you put them in your mouth?
Yeah, I like to kind of sift them around in my hand a little bit, shake them back and forth, kind of get a lay of the land, like help them like sort themselves a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you want to be selective with the nuts you go with first, right?
Pause.
Oh, this peanut talk has been brought to you by Craft Brewed Sports.
Also, Matt Barr going unsalted, shell on. Eat them with the shells, get your fiber in. I don't swallow the shells on purpose.
Oh yeah, no. I can't swallow shell. I tried once. I tried once and I almost choked myself to death. I was like, God, it's so stringy. Like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'm sorry.
It's not a food.
I don't even eat the shells on sunflower seeds.
No. You crack them shits open. Yeah.
No, I don't even. I suck the salt off the sunflower seed and then spit the whole thing. That's it.
What?
Mike doesn't even shit from it. It's just literally salt. He'd rather just have a salt shaker and just go straight to the face with
Basically,
it.
yeah. Basically. Whoa, pause.
I think somehow Mookie's like, oh, he's with the salt shaker. What's he doing with it?
Well, you gotta cut. You want to catch the extra that might, you might miss in your mouth.
Wow. Back to Juszczyk talk, please.
I can't wait till these uncut
immigrant,
takes
right?
are
Is that
in
where
the
that
next intro. This is basically.
I'm suing this show for defaming me because they'll edit
speaking of
it.
which-
They'll edit it into a way that makes me look not good.
Matt Barr, the marker was created. That was created as soon as Mookie
Nice.
did it. That is going to be a GIF that gets circulated around the group. Is just Mookie making that motion. All right,
nice.
next
We have our
snack.
first March Madness result, by the way. Should we report live scores? Why not?
Sure.
The Hornets team, who is that? Alabama State beat San Francisco University 70-68 in the first four. So there you go. Update your brackets.
There we go. Congratulations on losing to the 1 seed in the first round.
Should we just start saying I Kenny Freased it?
Depends on what you mean. Could you not get it up?
Well, no, I never have a problem with that. It's more of the ball.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like you should do that for now. I'm like, oh, sorry, Kenny Freased it last night. I didn't mean to, but these things happen. We'll try again. Try again tonight. Does Kenny Frease ever catch this episode of the pod? And we might have hits out on us. Like for no reason, just taking pot shots.
That's what it takes to blow up Scott.
He's getting all the strays this episode for some reason. Man, poor Kenny. All right, another ballpark food that got unveiled here. This is going to be in the Royals Stadium. They're going to have blue velvet whoopie pies.
Wait, who is this?
The Royals will
That
be
makes sense.
having
The fuck is this concoction?
Whoopie
This looks
pies.
straight out of Disneyland.
It looks
like
delicious.
an oatmeal cream pie, except
Yeah.
it's blue velvet. There are sprinkles on it. Hopefully,
It looks like something a mermaid concocted.
yeah, it's very weird. And Kenny Frease in my DMs want me to ask him to come on the show. Hell yeah!
Absolutely. Come on down, man.
I gotta ask him about how soft he is.
Is he softer than this whoopie pie?
This looks like your shit is gonna be interesting.
Sparkly as hell.
Green.
Green.
Yeah, green.
This is not good, right, fellas? This is
No. Like,
Are you
that's
kidding me?
not
That's amazing.
Who's ordering that at a baseball game?
That's
Come
the
on,
question.
folks.
that's the
Like,
question.
I mean, I don't even deny, like, I'd eat that. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm not ordering that at a baseball game to eat. Again, that looks like something I get at fucking Disney World. Like, that's an amusement park snack. That's not a baseball park snack. Come on. What are we doing, Royals?
Come on.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this correctly. I apologize. Let's go back here. Popcorn bat, fire, dumpster fire.
Dumpster.
Yeah,
Nope.
dumpster fire.
I agree, dumpster fire. It's just popcorn. Next up was the blue velvet whoopie pie,
Dumpster
fire or dumpster fire.
Fire.
Ooh, split decision on this
This
one.
shit
I'm
looks
like,
delicious. This looks absolutely like something I would eat. This looks like it came from like a crumble or an insomnia cookie or something. Like, I'm all the way fucking in. I don't shit of my because here's the thing. There's glitter on this. So if you come home and you get yelled at for having glitter on you, and she's like, "Where the fuck you been?" You'd be like, "At the ballpark eating the whoopie pie, baby. It's okay."
And that doesn't help your defense though. Like, I was at the ballpark eating whoopie pie. You were what, motherfucker? Yeah, I had to change. Then you gotta show evidence. Then you gotta Google this fucking thing and show her, like, yeah, I was eating this,
And that's what
and
you'd be
hope
like,
that
"Babe,
she
Dad,
believes that you ordered that at a baseball game as a grown ass man.
the next time I poop, it will be blue with sparkles in it. There's the proof you need, and then you just bought yourself some time to get some food coloring and glitter and home free.
this is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, dumpster fire.
This is not. I can't imagine being a 40-year-old man in the stands eating. First of all, I can't imagine going up to the concession stand and being like, "Can I get one blue velvet whoopie pie, please, and a large beer?" Like I can't do that.
And a large beer.
So I can't order it. I can't imagine eating it. This is something that you absolutely get caught on the Jumbotron eating and feel embarrassed about and have to quit your job the next day.
Yeah, man.
It's rough. Very rough. Sticking with desserts, though, because apparently that's a theme this year, the Phillies have unveiled s'mores quesadillas.
Oh,
the quesadilla made with marshmallow, graham cracker crumbles. It's drizzled with some chocolate syrup on top.
Now that bitch looks sexy.
Looks absolutely delicious. Also, not a baseball ballpark food. Not something. Look at this. Dude. How are you able to eat this and not make a complete mess of yourself in the 400 section of the ballpark? Like, this is.
You're
well,
really
to be fair, in the
about
400 section of the ballpark, you up there with the broke folks anyway. You ain't worried about it. Like, I mean, this is the only, like, this is doable because I can see how you can eat this and keep it relatively mess free. But yeah, I mean, I'm still not ordering it. I'd like dessert in general at the ballpark, like outside of ice cream and a helmet. What are we doing? Like, I don't need these extravagant desserts. That looks amazing, but I don't want it at a baseball game. I just don't.
But if it's there, like, what are you going to do? Why not? Right? Like, yeah, you're right. Not the place you would draw that up, but also at the same time, Scott, where would you want that to show up in your life? That's like, yes, this is where this dessert belongs, and I should only be able to get it here.
Every other place.
Oh, so like, in a hockey game, it's like, yeah, hockey.
No. I just meant anywhere. Like, if you were like if I walked in and my wife was like, "Hey, I made some s'mores quesadillas," I'm like, "This is amazing. I want this now." I mean, if I was at McDonald's and they were like, "Hey, new to the menu this month, s'mores quesadillas," I was like, "I'll take 3 of those bitches. That sounds amazing." I can be a lot of places.
In all of those cases, though, you're not at a baseball game.
Exactly.
S'mores quesadillas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if my wife was like, "I made s'mores quesadillas," I'd be like, "Hell yeah, let's have some s'mores quesadillas, make some whoopie pie, let's do this." Like, make it
right, yeah. I will eat the whoopie pie and the s'mores quesadillas at like every place but a baseball game. This is not where I'm going to go to order these things. Like, it's sorry.
I think Ed nailed it. That like Buc-ee's is where these things belong.
Oh, that's a good point.
That should be the home of
no, I mean, honestly, that's got Taco Bell written all over it right there. Like, I'm surprised they haven't come out with some variation of this, because
give us some time here. The press release was when, Mike, yesterday or something? Like, sure, we'll
shit.
See
hey, last month they snuck some birthday churros on there, dude. Them motherfuckers. I saw it in the app and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what is this? I bought 2 of the 2-packs. I was not disappointed.
Did you try the fire chicken menu thing they brought around?
Okay, so the new the hot chicken
the
Crunchwrap,
Cantina something or other. Yeah,
the Crunchwrap. I tried that over the weekend. Delicious. Yes.
Is it spicy though? Does it bring the heat?
Mad Bar can attest. He watched me eat and do my thing, which is to, bust out in full sweat when it's barely spicy and all. And of course I did. But I will be perfectly honest with you. The chicken itself was fine. It was actually like whatever type of like queso sauce they put in there. That's where the kick came from, because for whatever reason, it didn't get fully spread. And so towards the end, I took a bite and it was like all of that sauce. Woo! Kicked my ass, but delicious. Like I would order it again. Yeah, I would definitely order
volcano sauce, man. That's that shit. There's no fire like it in the fast food realm, but you gotta be careful with the Diablo sauce.
Yeah, I don't fuck with any of that, dude. I'm hot as high as I go. I'll leave that stuff to y'all.
Damn. You don't even get the fire, because see, here's the thing though. You make that leap to the fire and you get some chunky to go with your heat.
Oh, I've done it by mistake before. No thanks. I'm good. Hot is my lane, and I stay right in that bitch. This has been Taco Bell Talk, brought to you by Craft Brewed Sports.
Matt chiming in saying Scott's Taco Bell app uses the formal Gregory as his name in proper Usted fashion. So what we talk about anyways? Baseball, basketball. We didn't do football yet? Did we already do football?
Guys, another dessert that somebody came out with. I'm trying to
Baseball,
go
that's
back
right.
through
Baseball.
and figure out where this one was at. This was the Rockies have this concoction. It's dessert nachos.
Oh,
So it's nachos, like regular fried up fucking shells, I guess. And then
they're deep fried tortilla chips, man.
Yes, I was just gonna say it's
So
deep fried
good.
tortilla chips tossed in like cinnamon sugar, and then they get a little powdered sugar on them. I mean, these are
look at the dipping is just like whipped cream. They just put
yeah. That's probably
it's usually heavy cream.
Well, and that's probably the weakest
than the
part
cream
because
pie cream.
I guarantee you, just by looking at this picture, it's not even close to enough fucking cream. So you're gonna end up with that. But what I'm guessing that the chips themselves just taste like though is like some cinnamon twist. So I and here you go. Here's the dessert that I'm ordering at a baseball game. They found it. All right, fire. I'm in.
This one seems like a baseball dessert.
It's the only one that fit that I can do. It comes in a tub, so it's not crazy. Like, yeah, I'm here for the dessert nachos. Let's go.
I'm also going fire on the dessert nachos. Mookie, how you feeling about the dessert nachos?
How much do they want for this? That's another thing, though.
Well,
It looks like a $15 order.
This right here is $372. Is this order of dessert nachos?
That sounds accurate, though. That's the funny part. Is not for 1 second do I think that you're lying. Like it's like MLB ballpark food. Yeah, that sounds right. In this economy, no doubt.
It's absurdly expensive.
I just remember there's still no Frisch's at TQL Stadium. That sucks.
Mookie, dessert nachos, fire, dumpster fire.
It's food, man. It's fire. Like I eat everything. You kidding me? Like in.
Mookie.
Yeah, right. Is it?
All right, let's go to like some real
this?
food. This next one is called the Sluggerrr Dog. 3 R's at the end.
3 R's. Ooh.
So I don't know if you have to order it like a pirate. Like you got to be like a Sluggerrr Dog. It's in
not a
Kansas
hard
City,
RR.
so it's not in Pittsburgh. So I don't know why you'd have to order it like a pirate.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's weird.
the Sluggerrr Dog is chorizo.
Yes.
Dipped in tempura batter, coated with Doritos Cool Ranch crust, and then deep fried and covered with avocado aioli.
Yep.
This is fire.
Yeah,
Yep.
fire. I'm in.
It's meat on a stick, deep fried, like done.
And coated in Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say,
bonus.
I'm the flavor profile has me intrigued alone, but I mean, like Mookie said,
Where
it's
is this
meat.
from?
It's meat on a stick. This is Kansas City again, so you can get one of these and get you a little whoopie pie on the side.
I mean, hey, now we're talking,
let me get one of them fried meats with the green stuff drizzled on top, and one of them whoopie pies and a Diet Coke.
Gotta keep it 100.
A Diet Coke. It looks fantastic.
It
This
really
looks
It does.
amazing.
That looks amazing. I would
honest,
definitely do that.
If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not a big corn dog fan. I don't like stick up my hot dog's ass. Like I always end up biting the stick. I'm like, this is stupid. But this I fuck with this. This is absolute fire. Without a doubt. Fire Sluggerrr. You know what kinds of food are shaped like dicks? The best kinds.
Oh, Sarah's saying I love a corn dog. Same. Not a fan of chorizo though. Oh, Sarah, but chorizo's so good. Plus, I gotta be honest, this is
chorizo
probably like
is-
a mild one because it's Kansas City. Like now, if this was like the Houston Astros with the chorizo, like ooh, I bet they got some good chorizo down there.
Probably. There's a good chance of that. Mookie, you didn't answer. Fire, dumpster fire on this one.
Fire. Mm-hmm.
All right, good. All right, last one that I want to talk about with you guys. Mookie, I'll get you off the screen here in a second. This is in New York. This is the Mets. They have a
What?
Fiesta.
Is this avocado?
This
What?
is the Mets Fiesta Burger.
Oh, there's a burger in there. Okay.
There is somewhere.
No, I was gonna say,
burger.
is there? What the fuck?
I think I see it on the right, the bottom right there. That might also be some sautéed onion too, if I might not be mistaken.
This is interesting.
This sandwich looks dumb on ciabatta bread.
It's a taco
yeah.
spiced burger patty topped with chipotle crema. It's got a Mexican cheese blend, spicy guacamole, tortilla chips, and roasted salsa. And it's on some type of roll. I don't know. But again, we're at a baseball stadium. How the hell are we going to...
No. Mm-mm. I'm out. Dumpster fire.
Man, that like, are you?
It looks
This
amazing.
looks
Don't get me wrong.
this looks like a 24.
Yeah.
This looks like a 24 napkin event at a baseball game, and I'm not here for that.
Why are you so
Dude.
stuck up on how messy it is? Like you're at a ballpark. Who cares?
Because I'm not trying to have it all over me.
Dude, that's why you got jeans, don't you? Just wipe it on your jeans.
Yeah, nothing like a hot summer day in jeans. You know, how often I go to a baseball player in jeans.
Hot summer day in jeans, and then those jeans are covered in whatever slop is that fell out of this taco
I
burger.
mean, I feel like you
except
guys
for-
are holding yourselves back.
Except for like if you wipe your hands on your, they'll be like, "Oh, did you have some nachos? And were you doing some Coke?" Oh no, that's just the flour that was on top of the ciabatta bread that I had this nacho sandwich. Like, what the shit?
Sarah saying slop sandwich.
The ciabatta bread is just it's offending me. Like they could have chose so many different breads, and I'm sure they taste tested it a bunch. And I can't believe that they settled on that for this. That's
Look,
like
I am
So offended by
it
this
looks
art.
it looks out of place.
This is probably delicious, like a phenomenal sandwich. Not at a baseball stadium. Make this at home. Don't bring this to the.
They should have embraced their other nickname and called this "Meet the Mess."
Matt Barr said, "I flipped my glizzy over after coating it in mustard to avoid being messy. This burger
Pause.
looks like a nightmare." You got me on that one. I'm going.
No, seriously, no, I'm like that too, though, dude. I don't mind getting a little messy. Yes, you're at a baseball game and there's a certain amount, but just like something like this where it's just everywhere. No, I'm not doing all this.
This is coming out both ends, both while you're eating it and after you've finished.
100%.
Also, imagine eating this on a 95-degree day.
Yes, like when are you eating this sandwich?
You're sitting in the bleacher section, the sun deck, with it
On
just
a hot
beating
nacho
down on you
sandwich.
in an August Sunday afternoon, and you're like, you know what I want? That. I want that burger just dripping all over me. Look at me. Not even
I
phased
do
by it.
though. I want it. I know it's going to be messy, but it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be an experience, you know. Like
Sounds like Mookie at the end of the night at the bar.
Like that was my pitch to pick up women. Look, it's going to be messy. It's going to be worth it, though. You're going to have
And it's
some
gonna be an
fun.
experience.
It's going to be an experience. Like, why not?
Look, it's midnight. They're closing things down, but I got so much to offer.
You could do worse. There's a little crunch. There's a little
Oh
spice.
my god!
And yeah, I know there's a ciabatta bun too,
You-
but just
I
don't
was-
look like
I was
just that part.
just gonna say, I was like, you'd seal the deal until you go home, and she's, is that ciabatta on your counter? I gotta go. You know what? I gotta be up early tomorrow. Second thought.
Sarah rightfully pointing out too, you cannot one-hand this while you have
No, not even close,
This
dude.
is a you have
24
to eat,
napkin sandwich.
You
I'm
gotta
telling you.
eat this over a tarp because as soon as you take one bite, everything's
It's going everywhere. Yep,
Pause.
absolutely. Oh,
The whole 2025 intro is just gonna be from
pause.
this episode.
Yep.
It's gonna be this episode. All right.
Some where Caesar's sitting there going, the way these guys are using pauses, they're stacking up like ellipses.
Scott, I didn't get to see Backwards K last night. How are we feeling about the Reds? Can you give me any hope? A little preview from Backwards K last night.
I picked them to win the division, and I believe that maybe now don't get me wrong, I was much like you last year in the same boat of like, let's pump the brakes. Like, these kids are young and trying to do this all after you overachieve, like it's a lot to ask. But I think that taking another next step, getting back McLean healthy, and really what it boils down to is Brewers fell back to the pack. Cubs can be a little all over the place. You don't know what you're going to get. And Terry Francona is the reason why I picked the Reds. Ultimately, I believe that he's going to right this ship and get the most out of these young guys. Where it was a little bit. I think it was just like where it was like David. His name was David. Who was their manager before?
David Bell.
Oh, yeah, David Bell. Like, he was a fine enough guy, but it's just like, he just wasn't going to be the guy that got them where they wanted to go. But I think Terry Francona is that guy. I expect to see a really disciplined, like, exciting Reds team. So, yeah, I picked them to win the division.
It makes me feel really excited. Sarah asking the question earlier in the chat, crossover question to the Bengals spending money. Will that motivate the Reds to also spend money?
And not a chance.
Not even close.
Okay, that was quick.
Not even close. They're going to be like, oh, good for that. Oh, look at that. FC Cincinnati spending money too. And the Bengals, dummies, because we're going to sit here and stack this cash without spending shit. Ellie De La Cruz leaves in 3 years. That's it.
Well,
sorry. First of all, I was going to say, look at Tyson, this idiot. And then I also want to know what the hell is his icon? And
it's corn dogs.
It's corn dogs.
Yeah, I was just going to say
multiple corn dogs.
She has like 4 corn dogs in her mouth.
That's impressive. Put that back up there.
That is impressive,
it's only
dude.
3. It's only 3.
Is it?
Corn dogs.
It's only 3.
Are we sure? I don't know, man. I think it's 4 because the way that it looks like 4 to me. Because otherwise, that third one is disproportionate. If you're looking at the size of the 2 that you can see, that would make that third one have to be really thick and girthy.
Weird time for your kid.
I know. Good night, man. All right, guys. What's in your mug? We gotta go.
That's a wrap.
I mean,
your kid could not have walked through the shot shirtless at a worse time than that.
I mean, seriously. Night, bud. Love you.
Love you.
All right, dude.
A new thing where Scott kids just walk shirtless through the shot randomly.
Classic.
Sarah and Tyson both saying it is only 3. Sarah said a triple glizzy mouthful. Tyson said it's only 3. That's another devil 3 from. And he's touching you, Sarah said.
I know.
All right, fellas, let's switch gears here a little bit. Something just came up, so I want to talk a little hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
I saw an article on ESPN pop up, Scott, and I want to get your opinion on this because apparently our president and Vladimir Putin have floated the idea of NHL-KHL crossover games. That's a thing that has been said to Russia, and US are like, hey, we should just get both leagues together sometimes, right? Let's get everybody together and hang out. So how do you feel about an NHL-KHL crossover?
I'm not supporting anything that man supports. I'm out. I'm fucking out. I'd just as soon watch hockey in warm weather cities, all right? Let's put it that way. we're the cup's going back to the Canada. All right, like it's done here. Our time. Canada's getting back their cup. We're sorry. No, not watching Russian hockey. No.
Mookie, what do you think about this this crossover event that's being floated by Putin and Trump?
We have just become aware of the conversations between President Trump and President Putin. Obviously, we're not party to those discussions, and it'd be inappropriate for us to comment at this time, the NHL said in a statement to ESPN. That's it.
They weren't even informed. It's just like, oh yeah, I own this league. Yeah, I'll just make them play. You guys, don't worry about it. We'll just make it happen.
I got Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame. Now we're gonna get the NHL and KHL together. I'm the best. I do it all.
Yikes. Fucking yikes, man.
Watch me do this. I just say it, they do it. Luke, go ahead.
But wait a minute. Tyson's saying the only way it works is if Putin actually plays and the Kachuk brothers fight him.
I mean, I'm here for that.
I'm assuming you mean pound him in the ground, because if they do and they take a dive, that's a wrap. Cancel it all. The NHL is done.
It's not great, right? Like this isn't a good idea. And also like Russia's been locked out of international competitions and locked out of like participating. That's why Russia wasn't part of the Frozen or the whatever that tournament was.
Four Nations face off.
Four Nations. Russia wasn't included in that because of like the
I can't wait till we're not invited to stuff. That'll be fun.
It's coming.
I know. I can't wait till we embarrass ourselves with this Olympics and probably force the Olympic Committee to pull out of LA. That's gonna be special. Awesome. It's gonna be. We're gonna look so good on the world stage, even better than we do now. I can't wait.
Okay, let's look at something a little more uplifting, Scott. I want to know what you make of the NHL having the Predators and the Penguins playing teams from Sweden as part of the regular season next year. What do you make of that?
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah,
sure you
back
got
up.
That right?
Huh?
Yeah, I've got that right.
No, I'm pretty sure you just mic'd that shit. There's no way they're playing other leagues.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how does that work
in Sweden? That's not
right. Okay, there.
So they're pulling an MLB. They're playing an MLB.
I was trying to get Scott to go along with it. You goddamn son of a bitch!
Oh, sorry.
It's do
wow,
that.
I like that.
It's do that hockey. I was trying to get Scott to be like, oh, I think that's a great move.
I'm really sorry, Mike. I Kenny Freased it.
I also wouldn't have said that was a great move. I think that was stupid. I was like, what, did the NHL's going Major League Baseball route, just randomly playing fucking countries for no reason? Like, what kind of dumb shit is that?
They are playing.
Well, they are, though.
They're not playing against Sweden.
Well, I was going to say, but it's like, in fact, they are going the dumbass MLB route.
Going to play in Sweden. This will be the Predators' first time. Apparently, the Penguins have played there like 3 times in the past, which is crazy. Scott, this is bizarre, right? Like, why are we doing this with our sports? Why are we sending all of our sports to other countries to try to like, hey, we're gonna send baseball to Japan, and then we're gonna send hockey to Sweden, and be a fan now, please. Football is gonna be in Germany, sure. Let's just do it all.
Hi, I'm Capitalism. Have we met? I mean, it's absolutely. Like, I just, they've wrung all, they squeezed all the juice out of the orange at home, so now they set their sights on abroad and see how much they can milk out of the rest of the world. I don't know, man. I don't know why these leagues do this. I don't know anybody who's asking for this stateside either. Like, nobody is like, it'd be great as if we shipped our product overseas. But like, I'm sure Predator fans are thrilled they get to see a couple less home games each year, right? Yeah, that's what a way to reward your fans.
Which is one of the more passionate fan bases too. Like they fill up that arena every single home game, even in seasons where they're not in the playoffs. And so they're like, cool. It's not like the Jacksonville Jaguars where it's like people just randomly stumble in and they find tickets on the street. and they get like half the stadium full for what is that, 8 home games? Or no, sorry, 6, because they have 2 of them across seas. Do what you got to do.
Throw the fish on the ice if they're in Sweden, or is that limited to in their own?
I feel like you have to, right? You have to like export the tradition and stuff. Like, you know, you want to give the Swedes a taste of the NHL game.
In Sweden? Google that.
Yeah, all right.
Let's see if catfish exist in Sweden. If they do, I'm back on board with this because I need like some drunk Titans player to make the trip and then throw catfish onto the ice in Sweden. Otherwise, I'm not a fan.
So they do. I'm going to go with the easiest pronunciation. Sweden has the Welsh catfish. There's another article that says the species occurs in Goetaland, Svealand, and eastern Småland, in Lake Baven in Södermanland.
Mike, the chat GPT is broke again. It's fucking up on Mookie's lines. Can we run that back?
All I got in there was cow Juszczyk. That was it. No idea what else was said. I think I heard Scott's last name in there a couple of times. And that was it. All right, let's God damn Tyson. I can't keep up with these ridiculous comments. Let's talk some basketball. Boom shakalaka! We're officially announcing our beef with Dan Dakich or douchebag. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, but we got a beef, fellas, because there's controversy over the NCAA tournament selection. North Carolina gets into the tournament over teams like West Virginia, Indiana, who all had pretty good resumes, looked like they should have gotten in over North Carolina. We'll get to that conspiracy theory in a second. But then this guy goes on his show on Outkick and says, this is how we should determine the March Madness teams. Let Vegas do it. Vegas knows what they're doing. Let them pick the teams for Madness because they've got it right. And you could just have they'll say they're the best. They got the best odds against everybody else. They should be the number 1 seed. And they're the next best. They're a 2 seed. And I was like, where have I heard this take before? Maybe it's the goddamn Wise Guys poll that I've been doing every week during college football season for the last 3 seasons. This is bullshit. I am furious that this team was ripped off from us and posted for the world to see, way more than the dozens of people that watch our show. But we had it first, and now I'm taking it to him. We officially have a show beef, Scott. He's not wrong. He's right. That's exactly how they should do it. But besides that, he stole our bit, and I'm furious.
I'm just glad that we're branching out. It's usually the good old people over there at Levitard show that are scouting our show and using all our ideas. So it's good to see that we're entering new arenas despite low numbers otherwise. We know that they're stealing the sauce from the lower levels and then using their big money to make it go corporate. I get it. It's like capitalism. Hi, have we met? So yeah, I'm all in for this beef though. Fuck this guy. You didn't steal our juice.
Unbelievable. He's not out here scouring DraftKings and FanDuel odds every single week of the college football season and tracking weekly odds changes to be able to put up. No, Sarah, he did not have music. He didn't even have awesome Italian, slightly racist music that went along with his idea. Listen to that.
I mean, that is professional production right there is what that is. Like, obviously, it's not just that you wanted to do something on a whim, you slapped it together. Like, you thought of the multimedia immersive experience here, and he just jocked it like that with a tweet. Kind of makes you rethink how much work you put into this, huh?
It's our bit. That's our bit. Fuck you.
I'm standing on the shoulders.
Dan Dakich, fuck you. We're coming for you. You stole my bit. I'm coming for you. You hear me, Dan? I'm coming for you.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Dan Dakich sounds like Jack.
Or me.
Oh, no, that's how you say his name.
Dakich.
Oh, Dakich, like Jokic. Got it. Okay, let's do that again. Here we go. Dan Dakich, I'm coming for you. You stole my fucking bit, and I'm coming for you. Unacceptable. You ripped us off. Now you got an enemy for life. You dick. All right, here we go. There we go. That's going to go viral. Probably not.
Put it in the intro.
I was trying to think of what dropped it after
8:29.
this. I can't even.
Let's talk about this conspiracy theory, though, with North Carolina getting in. Hang on. We got to do this correct because there is a legit conspiracy theory here. Mookie, why did you move around all of the sounds and the videos? 9 years.
Hey, I burned all my production like talent points in the beginning when I got set up. I got nothing left.
North Carolina makes the tournament as the last team in. They get in over West Virginia. They get in over Indiana. Where this conspiracy theory takes an interesting turn, the head of the selection committee is the athletic director at North Carolina. So immediately after the selection show, he's out on TV like, I wasn't even in the room. I don't know. Like, I excused myself. That's our rules. When we talk about our team, if you're associated with it, you have to leave the room. So I wasn't even there. I don't know anything about it.
For three. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
You couldn't even let me set it up. You couldn't let me set it up. You couldn't let me get the setup out and then go to overtime.
No, I was looking at the time and I was like, and I was looking at the time and I was like, well, we're gonna be late. We're gonna be late with the overtime drop if he goes on any further.
He didn't want to get beat, and I don't blame him for that.
That was dirty. Can't even use this as a clip now. I can't even like use this.
Sure you can. I feel like this is absolutely the clip. You're getting pissed off. It'll look good with words popping up on it on TikTok. ChatGPT, get on that.
Do they do this shit automatically, or you gotta put that in yourself?
No, I mean I think it's a program, but either way.
That's neat. Do you know that too, Mike? This is his walk off.
He is the chairman, and yes, it is his last year. And here's where the conspiracy theory takes an interesting turn, because as North Carolina makes the tournament, he gets $100,000 bonus. North Carolina for North Carolina making the tournament. So, as the chairman of the selection committee, who oversees the entire operation, who supposedly wasn't in the room when they talked about North Carolina, gets himself $100,000 payday with North Carolina making the tournament. Mookie, how do we feel about this conspiracy theory?
Yeah, this is absolutely legit. This happened. And I think the only thing I would say is I bet he wasn't in that room. And I bet he didn't have to influence the selection committee, and it was all above board. Because he's been grooming these people for the last 9 months, knowing this was coming. So he created an environment where no matter what his team did, or, you know, as the season wore on, he's like, yeah, but you know what, though? You know what really matters is this area where we just happen to be really good. I think we should really emphasize that this year in the selection committee. You know, when we meet in a month or two, right? He absolutely laid the groundwork for this months ago. And yeah. Who is that person you introduced us today, Scott? Someone with a Z. Ends with an ism.
Hi, I'm Capitalism. But also this also reeks of my good friend what? Project 2025. I don't know nothing about that.
Wasn't even in the room. I don't know. Some people are saying North Carolina's got a great resume. I don't know. Wasn't in the room.
I don't know, maybe.
Cashing checks, though. Baseball needs to get off its lazy ass.
And play Russia in the greatest baseball tournament the world has ever seen. These two powerful nations getting together to play the world's greatest sport. No, not hockey. I mean baseball.
I think USA versus Russia would be very good. We got to get rid of those Latinos, though. Our team might have a little too many of those. We'll see how that goes. Ice.
It's like, what kind of ice are we talking about? The kind that's taking out the trash? Or the kind they're skating on? I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, man.
What kind of beer we drinking? Those are our mugs tonight.
Ooh. We didn't even talk shit about the college basketball tournament that starts this week.
It already started.
There's like 92 SEC teams though. What the hell happened there?
How does
what's the
that
conspiracy
happen?
there?
SEC finishes 500 in conference play, and somehow they get all these bids. Unbelievable.
It made no sense. The numbers did not number.
It is a lot of SEC teams. I think that's why the bet that we made was take the SEC versus the field.
My God.
Yep, I'll be cashing that. And I think I'm also going to take the Duke and Auburn versus the field bet too. I think.
So you're going Auburn, winning it all then, because that's the biggest payout.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we're going
Duke
biggest
and Auburn
money,
versus
but...
the field, and you're taking the SEC versus the field, you're banking on Auburn to win it all.
Well, really, it's more I'm picking the SEC and hedging with Duke. And then let's be honest, I'm going to end up chasing anyways. Like,
fair enough.
And also, I didn't even tell you about this. I was all ready for it when you're like, hey, how you guys doing today? I'm like, I'm fucking stoked because tomorrow is my Friday. I, for the first time in my life, have taken both Thursday and Friday off.
Good for you.
On the opening weekend of March Madness. No, I'm not getting my tube snipped, but I'm going to get drunk and bet on sports.
Snipped? Is that what that's called?
No, it's not, but we'll just roll with it.
Tubes tied, tube snipped, whatever. Fucking, it ain't happening. I'm just going to get drunk and watch basketball.
I want to talk to you guys about UC Riverside real quick, because that's a team that has never made any postseason tournament in its history until this year. And this year they got the call from the College Basketball Invitational, the CBI, the third tier tournament. And they were like, hell yeah, we're in, baby. CBI, here we go. They put out the graphic on Twitter. They were like, UC Riverside gets a first round bye in the CBI. Here we go. Let's go Riverside, or whatever their mascot is. And then they get a call from the NIT. And the NIT offers them a spot. They were like, go delete that tweet real quick. Hang on, we're going to be in the NIT. We're NIT. UC Riverside, NIT, first round on the road.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes the hotter girl comes along. I mean, what are you going to do? It's like, about that.
So that's not even the story I thought you were going to go with, though. Didn't you see the one about Southern Alabama who got screwed as a result of the switch to invitations?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the next part. Thank you. Go ahead.
Oh,
that was the next part of the story.
I forget exactly how it was, but one of the teams was invited to, I think it was the NIT or the CBI, and they're like, oh, we can't make it there. We have some kind of contractual obligation or something else that prevented them from doing it. And so then they invited Southern Alabama. They told their team, they got invited at like noon. They told the team by like 6 p.m. And like the coach was like, hey, are you sure this is good? Can I talk to the players about this? Told the players, got all excited. 10 p.m. that night, they got their invitation rescinded because the school they were going to replace was able to work out a way to play in the tournament and re-accepted the invitation.
It's UC Riverside. Southern Alabama got the invite because UC Riverside had accepted the CBI bid. And then when UC Riverside was like, no, we want you, NIT. The NIT was like, fuck. Hey, not you guys. Sorry. I know we said that. It was an hour difference between when they told them, yes, you're in the NIT, to then being like, I'm gonna need that back. That's got to go to UC Riverside. So this, hilarious all the
So
way
do they
around.
at least get to go to the CBI then, Southern Alabama? Or they just
Probably, but who wants to really go to the CBI anyway?
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Is it?
I don't know.
Did you see all the teams that just turned down the NIT? The teams are just like, nah, we're not going to do that. All you're going to have is just like players getting scouted to get poached in the transfer portal anyways. So why do it? Like, I think that's what you're going to have the future of the second and third tier tournaments is just coaches being like, no, I don't want my team to play because I don't want other coaches scouting them and poaching them in the transfer portal. So we're not going to play.
Fair enough. The times we live in.
NBA talk real quick. Scott, the Bulls had a mishap over the weekend. Disturbed played a concert at the United Center, and apparently the pyrotechnics burned a couple of the championship banners and ruined them to the point that the Bulls had to take down all of their championship banners for the rest of the season. How pissed is Jordan about this?
That was the first thing I said. I was like, Jordan is pissed. He's like, who? There's definitely going to be a hit put out on Disturbed. Like if Disturbed comes up missing, we know who did it. There won't be a paper trail, but we know who did it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Jordan's still holding grudges against dudes he played basketball in high school. You think that he's just going to stand for this? No fucking way. Disturbed. Yikes. I mean, obviously it wasn't planned for, but how does this happen? Like how do you have some, how are the banners in any area like that you could be, it's like,
I would ask this question, Scott, how does this not happen more often? Because I feel like these shows in these arenas, they treat them just like they're outdoor shows. And it's like, bro, you can't have all of this shit like firing off indoors. Like, just relax a little bit. But every concert I've been to that's been in an arena, it's the exact same as if I'm sitting on the lawn outside. Like, this is insane. We're all going to die as we shoot bottle rockets at our face.
Mike is the only guy at the Disturbed concert with huge pyrotechnics not having fun because he's like, someone's going to set something on fire. This can't be
terrified.
Who signed off on this? Where's the fire marshal there?
Get Smokey the Bear's ass in here and tell these motherfuckers that they're being assholes with this shit.
So much like superimposing Gabe's face over it, we could put we could do the meme with Mike superimposed over her face and the arena behind him. So they're doing a concert indoor again. They're doing a concert indoors again.
Superimpose my face over the little girl standing in front of the house that burned down, and just me being like, "See, I fucking told you. That's why we don't do pyrotechnics inside." Absolutely crazy.
It looks mildly irresponsible. I'm not going to be involved.
Oh, shit. Mike, why are you at the Disturbed concert, man? Come on. Why are you going to concerts?
Because I'm down with the sickness.
It's time to go.
Guys, fuck it off.
Oh, Urban Artifacts Chime, the vanilla orange fruit ale. Yeah, 6.7%. It's a repeat. It's a dog. We're back on our sours. I hope to have a new one next week. I also supported Canada. Drank a Labatt because I just had the 2 beers in my fridge. So, woo, dogs all around. Mook, what you drink?
Can we get one more? Can we get one more Disturbed down with the sickness? Just one more.
No,
it doesn't have to be right now. Just
I was gonna say you're getting there's your sign off. There's your sign off.
Before we close out, I need one more because that hit so well. Mookie, what was in your mug, dog or no dog?
I was drinking Night Light, an American light lager from Night Shift Brewing. Absolute dog, crushable, crisp, but with flavor.
I was drinking Sea Striker from Pipeworks. It's got a can of a shark playing soccer, so I was on board. Absolute dog, good hazy IPA. 7.2 is solid, but not over the top for a guy who has to keep his
Not
faculties
OTT.
about him. Yes, Gabe, that is correct. Go X, horns down. Sorry, Caesar. Yeah, here we are. Another Xavier versus Texas matchup. And I was thinking back to that game that we watched with Caesar, with him just talking shit to us the entire game as Xavier got their asses
I
kicked
forgot
by
about
Texas.
that.
Oh man, that was rough.
That was a brutal one. When I was like, we are never doing this again about teams we care about.
It was a whole lot of us sitting there silent, like fuck.
And just Caesar talking all of the shit to us for it. It was
Just talking too at the same time, just constantly talking because no one wanted to say shit because it was so ugly. But
I missed that, fellas.
this was a show.
This is a show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy the ridiculousness that is Craft Brewed Sports. And if you do, tell a friend. Tell them to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to grow this. So
Tell a friend even if you don't.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to these idiots.
Your
You
life,
get mad
tell
about
them
it.
to sub. Be like, you'll love this show. And they'll be like, what the hell is this? And you'll be like, gotcha, bitch. But at least we get this up. But thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. To the comment section, the fourth host, you're the best. Be sure to follow us at Craft Brewed Sports. We're on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, all of those. So follow us on those. Join the Facebook group. It's the show in between the show. Basically, everybody in the comment section chiming in throughout the week, giving us content that we use in the show. So go hit that up. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. Shout out to all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. We will see. Well, I won't see you. Mookie and Scott, they'll see you next week. I'm on vacation.
Oh shit! I really hope I make it on time next week.
Yeah.
Fuck, really?
All right, let's go.
I'm out next week, so you boys, good luck. And
No
to the
shit.
Drug, they'll see you next week. Cheers, everybody.
Short episode. Snow bunnies.
You'll never walk alone. Zip him up.
Sound like I'm dying.
You were Count Chocula there. Oh.
I don't know much about your show or what's going on,